which are designated by the code names GIFI, MM, and GIF. Seizing Venezuela's oil, GIF. This involves twisting the arm of the entire world, twisting the arm of all the OPEC plus countries and of all the producers in the world. The goal is controlling in the short, medium, and long term the largest proven oil reserve on planet Earth, which is in Venezuela and belongs to the Venezuelan people. And it will absolutely never belong to anyone else in this entire world, because the nation of Venezuela will most certainly never again be a petroleum colony of anyone. And that is especially true for the United States of America. That is the truth. At this point, in conclusion, it's a phrase I use a lot because the ministers, both men and women, some of whom are here, send me a lot of information through here. And I read it and draw my own conclusions, but when it's too long, I just write in conclusion for them. So I force them to think more so that they come up with a proposal for me. They're just methods. So I say, at this point, in conclusion, the United States of North America and the entire world, Latin America and the Caribbean, know that this is a military operation meant to intimidate and to seek regime change, to destabilize Venezuela, to break it into pieces like they did with Libya and Syria, and to seize and steal our oil, gas, iron, and gold. And that has not happened, nor will it happen. And in the name of Almighty God the Father, I decree peace and perpetual sovereignty for Venezuela. So thank you very much. And now let's listen to this beautiful song, The Awakening of History. And with this beautiful song by Ali Primera, I thank you all for your patience and wish you all a good lunch.
What can Venezuela do to prevent the United States from once again entering and occupying the oil rigs in Venezuela's exclusive economic zone? If former President Donald Trump continues to publicly insist that Venezuela is sending drugs and criminals to the United States, what then are the potential real-world impacts for both the United States and for Venezuela? Thank you very much.
Sorry, the last one wasn't heard clearly. Sorry, the second question.
If former President Donald Trump keeps on insisting that the nation of Venezuela is deliberately sending illegal drugs and criminals to the United States, what are the potential impacts and consequences for both sides?
Correct.
Thank you.
Well, look, my greetings to China. Many thanks for the strong statements today from the spokesperson of the Chinese Foreign Ministry. I received some gifts from President Xi Jinping for the 80th anniversary of the Great Victory, and BTV, TVS, and several other television channels are airing a very good Chinese series. They started this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. The Awakening of History has the same name, so you can see, as the song by Ali Primera that we've been singing a lot lately. They could play the song at the end. The Awakening of History by Ali Primera has the same name. Look, I just realized right now, greetings to those who are on screen. I hadn't greeted you yet. I apologize to those who are on screen, right? Look, Foreign Minister, they didn't invite you to the press conference. They forgot. He's sad. Greetings to the Foreign Minister, who must be over there watching everything. And to the Foreign Ministry team, they were doing an extraordinary job. Over there, I see several ambassadors. I'm seeing the ambassador in Mexico. Ah, look, he raised his hand. That's right, Estela Lugo. To the one in Mexico, not to the others, the different ones who are there with their heads very small over there. Look, one of them is moving. What's wrong? Well, my greetings then to all the ambassadors, female ambassadors, all the consuls around the world, and to the social movements that are connected here. I hadn't greeted you yet. And now, we will take a question from the journalist representing the Xinhua News Agency, the official state-run news organization from the People's Republic of China. The question is as follows. What specific legal and practical measures can the government of Venezuela effectively implement in order to prevent foreign warships from making an unauthorized passage through its designated exclusive economic zone and more broadly within all of its national jurisdictional waters? The measures we are putting in place must be completely legal, diplomatic in nature, persuasive in their execution, and communicative with all parties. They must also involve comprehensive surveillance, which I want to emphasize we already have, and believe me, we most certainly have them. Over these past 35 days, a period filled with ongoing war threats and various discouragements, it is significant that this is the very first incident to actually occur out of everything that they have announced. So I firmly believe that the deterrent, diplomatic persuasion, political and communication measures have all worked exceptionally well, that they made a sustained attempt to provoke an incident for a full 8 hours, while on our side we remained calm, sensible and tranquil, observing everything very closely, minute by minute. So I think it's clear there are indeed effective measures, and the police, civilian and military authorities of the US are working in coordination. All states must fully comply with the established protocols and must always respect international law. This applies to the law of the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela and that of all Caribbean countries. It is imperative that they respect international law, and we will continue to remain vigilant, diligently ensuring the utmost respect for international law and the proper fulfillment of all of the established protocols that must be followed, just as all other responsible nations are expected to do accordingly. And now, moving on to the second question that was asked, right? Let me check the news here. Someone is writing here. All right, look, the person from Apure is also sending me some information. Look, the governor of Apure is sending me something hot off the press right now. Correct. Operation carried out today at 1:00 p.m. That is, when I was arriving here, they captured some people coming from Colombia with packages. I know he's informing me, so I can tell Wilmer Rodriguez over there, we are in constant combat. We have 2,200 kilometers of border with Colombia, and all of those borders are hot zones 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, until peace is achieved in Colombia and a new economy is established that completely replaces drug crops and production. We are going to achieve that. It will be achieved in Colombia, but until that is achieved, we have to keep multiplying our efforts 1,000-fold. And as we have today, thanks to God and to our friends around the world, we are starting to have the best technologies, observation and coverage.